Everybody, it's Riv once again, and welcome back to another another episode, I should say, of Favorite Game On. And as of right now, I'm going to be changing things up a little bit. The honorable mentions are gone. If I can get enough out of a game, it'll just be the winner and anything I can talk about that game. Anyway, with that said, roll the intro. And welcome to it. As I said before, welcome to the show. This is all about the TurboGrafx 16. We're taking a look at Parasol Stars, the story of Bubble Bobble 2, which is my favorite game on this console. I wish I owned it, but I don't. Anyway, the idea is in the one-player game. Sorry about the coughing. You're playing as Bubby, and you basically need to it's a clear the screen type of game. Musically, I've always adored the music in this game because it's so damn cute. Everything about this game is just so adorably cute that it hurts. That's a good thing, though, in this case. And I probably won't get to. I'll never get to talk about the Commodore 64 version because technically there isn't one. There was supposed to be, and I'm going to tell the story of. Basically, it's the old tale of husband and wife get in a fight. Wife destroys the husband's property, but in this case, that property was his Commodore 64, which had a copy of that version of Parasol Stars on it. That was never recovered. The data, you were thinking, why didn't he just store it to a disc? Well, the thing is, he did. The wife knew about those and smashed those up too. Basically, I forget which one of them. One of them got drunk and the other got mad at them for getting drunk and all that. But for the full story, I'll go look and see which video it is. Larry Bundy Jr. covered this in Fact Hunt. If you want to go for the full story, because this episode is more focused on the game more than that story. And this, of course, is the TurboGrafx 16 variation, but graphically, this game is actually very good. Plays very well, even on the Retron 5, where you wouldn't expect a TurboGrafx game to look that good. I was actually surprised that Turbo Games work at all on this thing, but we've covered a few. Anyway, this is not a. Sorry about that. Side diatribe there. This is not a TurboGrafx review. I've already done a Retron review. Anyway, musically, like I said, music suits the game. Unlike the last game we reviewed for Treasure and Biometal, where it was all sports music that did not fit. This definitely fits a game like this. Almost makes you think this is a kid's game, and in a way it is. I don't see it as a full-on kids game though. Games like that, I see games such as like Barney and Sesame Street and things like that as full-on kiddie games. This, not really. But we're gonna go for about another 3 minutes, and then I'll tell you if you should try to. Actually, I'm gonna say that now. Yes, absolutely play this one. You'll love it. Everybody will. Everybody should play this at least once. Even if it is one of the more obscure games on the TurboGrafx. By the way, for those astute enough, and possibly old enough, if this game looks familiar, then yes, it's part of the Bubble Bobble series on the NES. I will cover that one later, actually. Every 100,000 points, of course, is a 1-up. When we clear the stage again, And every few levels, there's a boss fight. Again, this is not a kid's game, I'll tell you that much. I mean, it's not... I think it's a game everybody can play. It's not restricted to an age level, is what I'm saying. Great game either way, though. Okay, and with the winner of my favorite game on the console out of the way, I'm actually going to throw in another game that's an honorable mention. I said I wasn't, but I've got some time left, and we'll be right back with that. And of course, that game that gets the honorable mention is Fantasy Zone. Okay, so the object of the game is to take out all the bases. Basically, all your bases are belong to me. A is your bomb, which I wouldn't use that much because it's not all that accurate, funny enough. Your map down at the bottom tells you how many more bases you need to get to. There's some on both sides of the screen. Yes, I said both, as this game does scroll. It scrolls very well, too, for a turbo game. I mean, you wouldn't expect turbo games to be able to scroll as well as this one does, but it does. Graphically, it looks like an NES game, except the NES... The only problem with that is the NES version looks like complete crap. We'll show that a little bit later, maybe on a Trash or Treasure episode. And I hate to put it there because I don't want to harp on an NES title that I like. It's just, I think it deserves it. We may do that. But this is a very colorful game, and the music definitely fits it. Okay, so we got 4 of the bases down. And those coins that fly out of some of the enemies can actually be exchanged for items at the store at the end of the levels. There's bases going both ways. You'll find the number of bases you need going each way. See, there's 2 right here. Honestly, okay, B is the shoot button. That's the only button you really need. The bombs, to me, have always been useless until you hit the bosses. And there's all the bases gone that we need. So then we're going to go all the way over here to face the boss. Oh boy. See? That didn't even hit him. How am I supposed to take this thing down? I have no idea. I'm going to play it one more time, guys. Definitely play both games that were featured in this episode. Just a minute. Anyway, one more time. I'm gonna go until at least the 5-minute mark in my video. This is like the second segment of the video is what I'm saying. And I also, it's a 5-minute segment. It's 5-minute segments per video. 5 minutes per segment here at least, unless I'm in the middle of something that I don't want to drop. But like I say, Fantasy Zone, definitely a game everyone should try out at least once. You can't call it a shoot 'em up because it's too cute to be a shoot 'em up. What's that term? Cute 'em up. There we go. Definite cute 'em up. Some people hate that term, but hey, I'm gonna use it here because it fits. Just like the music. Okay, so A is shoot, or in this case, I'm using 2 is shoot, 1 is going to be your bomb button. Of course, I'm using a Super NES controller, so that'd be B is button 1, A is button 2. And how am I using a Super NES controller on a TurboGrafx 16? Well, here's a little hint. I'm not actually playing this on a Turbo. Mine is broken. So I'm playing it on what I use for all my retro recordings, my Retron 5. Anyways, that all said, we're gonna play one more round, and then I'm gonna call it a day here because I gotta edit this together. Overall, both Parasol Stars and Fantasy Zone deserve a look. And that'll be it, guys. Thank you for watching this episode of Favorite Game On. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Bye.